So Soul Scribe says, do you think alongside this awakening paganism will return with force alongside monotheism? Do you think alongside this awakening, paganism will return with force alongside monotheism? This is a very good question. So look, here's what I think is going to happen here. I don't think the woke postmodernist types are going to want to turn to traditional religion, right? And I believe one of the reasons is because they have become spoilt psychologically. Uh, and what I mean by that is that, look, one of the things people were told to do, the existentialist philosophers told people to do after they turned away from God, was to create their own meaning. Create your own meaning. Find meaning in your life. Give yourself meaning. Now, when you put the human being in that position of creating meaning for themselves in this world, when you give them that role, you're in a way giving them divinity, because meaning is everything, brothers and sisters. Meaning is what drives us, moves us forward. Now, when you tell the human being, you are the lord of your own life, right? You have to create your own meaning. It's going to come from you. It wasn't given to you. You have to make it up now yourself. You have to come up with it and live by it. You are giving a human being a type of God complex, right? So when people become spoilt in this way, I guess that's the best word I can think of right now. It's very hard for them to take those people and say, okay, you're waking up to this new age spiritual stuff. We have religion already. We have traditional religion. We have Islam. It's preserved. It's from the creator of the heavens and the earth. It's all there for us. They're not going to buy it straight away. They're not going to want to accept it because it goes against them. They're going to be like, why should I submit? Because this arrogance now that these people have. I am my own lord. I make up my own meaning. I know what's right, what's wrong. So I don't think, and this is why one of the reasons, that predominant reasons, I don't believe that these woke new age uh, postmodernist types are going to turn towards traditional religion. Some of them may, absolutely. Some are, right? On subhanallah, even on the spaces that we've been doing, we've been getting non-Muslims that have been coming onto those spaces, and so one of them even almost took shahada with Farouk the other night, because that person was looking into this stuff and he had some experiences in his own life, and may Allah guide him. But so the point is, some will definitely come back towards or find Islam, and recognize the truth of Islam when they study it. But I think many, as we're seeing, or as the trend is going online, and as people are being encouraged, I think they're going to be experimenting with this whole. It's almost like the hippies are returning in a way. Yeah, we had them in the past in the 60s and 70s, but now we've got this new re-emergence of this new age hippie. Yeah, where they want to experiment with drugs, believe in UFOs, and have contact with these supernatural beings, and believe also have this dystopic view that AI is going to eventually destroy us and kill us and all of this type of stuff. Yeah, they love this stuff. One, is very engaging for them because remember they have been in a spiritual drought for so many decades, right? Spiritually, they've been deprived, right? So you get someone who's been spiritually deprived, who already has this type of God complex and believes that they can create their own reality and do their own things, then they're going to go ahead and pop some pills and have some experiences, make up their own philosophies, and want to have their own contacts and come up with their own new revelations and religions and all this stuff. I think predominantly that's what we're going to see. Although many of them will, find Islam, inshallah. Whoever Allah wills, they will find Islam. But it's an interesting time that we live in. What we're seeing is that people are turning away from that hard line materialism and naturalism and atheism. They're not interested in that stuff anymore. They want to engage in this other type of stuff, and it's an opportunity for us to give them dawah as well, because at least a hole has emerged in their worldview, right? Or they've torn a hole themselves in it, whichever way you want to look at it. So, now these people, if they're already open to the idea of the supernatural and something beyond the physical, then it's an opportunity for us to engage with them in the discussion about, okay, God, religion, etc. So there's a beautiful opportunity as well, no doubt. But it's very dangerous. The way they are going is very dangerous. And Muslims have to, and this is one thing I'm trying to really push here today, is that as Muslims, young Muslims, you don't have to go where if they're going into a hole, don't follow them down that hole. You don't need to do that. We have Islam. Everything is there for us. It's just we haven't understood Islam properly, right? Or we haven't been taught Islam properly, whatever the case has been. But go and study Islam yourself. Do it yourself. Make that effort, and you'll see everything is there. Everything is there. You want meditation? You'll find it in the most profound forms within Islam. Call it, we're calling it meditation. It's not really. It's far more profound than meditation. You're connecting with the Creator of the heavens and the earth. Right? There's nothing more profound than that. You can develop. It's just a guide to develop yourself spiritually. Find yourself. Find your meaning. Find your direction. True meaning and purpose. Not making up meaning and purpose for yourself. Right? Why? I mean, what's significant about making meaning up for yourself? They try to push this idea, these existentialists, it's a profound thing to do. You will make your own meaning. You will elevate yourself. Well, you're just lying to yourself. You're making stuff up. It's only going to work for a while, and then you're going to go back, or you may scratch your head if you're clever enough. Well, I've just lied to myself. I could have lied to myself in another way. So why did I lie to myself in this way? Because I'm not enjoying this anymore. Let me lie to myself again and make something else up. So you'll be stuck in this perpetual confusion. So we don't want to fall into this, right? And you'll see it. You're seeing it now, and I guarantee you guys, especially I'm sure most of you are young anyway, but if you keep following these trends online, you will see Joe Rogan, these big, popularizers, the saints of these guys, yeah, Joe Rogan and some other guys, what do they talk about all the time? What's the main content they address? Think about it. What is the stuff they're talking about? All this crazy weird stuff, psychedelics, aliens, ancient civilizations, AI, all of this stuff, right? This is because this is what's popular, right? This is what they're pushing and promoting as well. So don't get swayed by these people, because what they're promoting and pushing, whether you look at it purely from a materialistic perspective, a physical perspective, right? It's going to mess them up because they're going to be jumping from one thing to another, or engaging in stuff and taking stuff which is going to mess them up anyway. Or if you look at it from a spiritual perspective, we know that there are evil forces. We know the jinn are a reality, and it's very possible that these people are opening themselves up to these evil forces, which are going to mess them up even more, right? So be very careful with this stuff.